Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video, and we have got a doozy for you today. I'm obviously a bit late getting to this. Things are crazy around here. One, they're doing the community stream on a different day, and I have anime club, so like, I was at anime club when this happened, then I got home, ate dinner, had to do a bunch of moving stuff, just got to sit down how to do some videos. So I did hear quite a bit about what happened during the community stream. I'll try to summarize it as best as I can. This is a monster. Like, there are a million slides up here. Like, I think this is the most slides I've ever had on a community stream before. And there's going to be like a big announcement at the end that we're going to talk about, right? So some really hype, exciting things. Excuse me, still getting over being sick. Things are actually looking very good for DFFOO right now. I think there's a lot of exciting things to look forward to. So, first up, as people were kind of predicting or speculating, it does indeed look like we are getting Force Enhancement level 50, and it's dropping on the 25th, so quite soon. Literally like 3 to 4 days after you're watching this video, we're going to get it. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to briefly summarize it here, but I'm going to do a whole dedicated video on it, probably once it actually is in-game, and then I will do a demonstration and do that. So I'll do a proper guide on it later, but for now we'll just summarize it. So essentially what this is right now characters can go to Force Enhancement level 30. This is going to allow them to extend beyond to level 50, and what will happen is once this drops on September 25th, any character on a banner is going to get Force Enhancement 50. So it's not going to be like Echo where like sometimes they get it, sometimes they don't. Every character. The reason why this is significant is, and what I love about this, I think this does something that's really healthy for the game, is it makes LD only characters relevant again. Because what you guys see in my Should You Pull videos, 80%, 85% of LD only characters are pretty much throwaways, other than maybe for a call or a sphere or something like that, right? There are very few, like your Gladios, your Selfies, your Edges, that are like legitimately good characters. Well, this is going to bring LD characters back into relevance because Force Enhancement level 50, it has a mode where you can basically extend your force time even farther. And an LD only character with Force Enhancement level 50 is actually going to bring something to the table where you might want to actually run them over an Echo character with Force level 30, right? So let me kind of summarize the benefits of this. So when you go up to 50, you're going to get some of the normal buffs that you would, like you did when you went to 30, where like you can charge the Force gauge more quickly. So very, very good, right? The other thing is the higher you make this, when you end the Force, you're going to retain more of that Force HP percentage. So that's going to be quite valuable, right? And then you're also going to get generic buffs as your Force gauge fills up. I think they have a threshold at like 50%. So current Force Enhanced level 30, there's a threshold at 80% where like you get buffs. Now this adds an entire new threshold that you're going to get 50% where you're going to get more buffs, okay? Now the way this works is when you end a Force time, based on your Force Enhancement levels, you are going to be retaining Force. So let me show you. That's going to be on the next slide here. So let's just go to this one here. So this slide is showing that you can see here in the upper right, they're retaining Force time. And what happens is during Force, you will have gold numbers, and then when you exit a Force, you will have silver numbers, okay? The thing that there might be a misconception is you do not need to be Force Enhancement level 50 to get this HP damage retained. So what it is the higher your Force level, the more you will get, but you can still benefit from Force Enhanced level 30 characters there. Now, I'm going to do the exact calculations when I do my guide later. I think roughly if you had 3 Force level 30 characters, I think you end up retaining like 370%, something in that range. And then if you have a full Force level 50, I think you retain like 500, 521, something in that range, right? So imagine, and that's assuming you end at 999, right? So what's cool about this, and why it's good for LD only characters, is we normally don't bring them because their on-turn damage isn't good enough, and ultimately they're going to bring you down during a Force time. Well, now what happens is during a Force time, they're going to be doing better damage with the multiplier. It'll still be weaker than like an Echo character, right? But the fact that they're going to let you retain more after might outweigh that they're maybe doing a little less damage than an Echo character, but now you carry out this permanent retain damage, which is really, really nice. And then that LD only character, while you're carrying like a 400 or 500% outside of Force time, their numbers actually be looking pretty good, and they helped you carry more numbers over, right? And then the cool thing is if you go into a second Force time, you're going to start at that retained value, and you're going to very quickly ramp up to max. So it's a very cool mechanic. Now, what's going to come with this is a little bit of power creep on the bosses. It's not necessarily going to be a new difficulty, but they're definitely going to be up in the HP on these guys, right? Because they want to make sure that you can utilize this, because like this right now on some of these current fights, like this is too busted, and right now we're already like killing the fights on 1 force time anyways. So I think the intent here is they're going to make fights way tankier, but then you come out of force and it's like you still have all that retained. So I think it's going to be really awesome. So yeah, I'm going to do another video on this. Now the other thing that I should talk about just in summarizing this, it's going to cost a lot to get this done, like enhancement points and force stones. So I believe right now to force level 30, you need 3 force stones, or the whatever the ingot version ones or whatever of those. You need like the unrefined ones. You need like 20 of those equals 1 force stone, right? So right now you need 60 of these or 3 of these. I believe to go from 30 to 50, you need 4 more force stones or 80 of the unenhanced ones, right? So it's going to be a big investment. Now, a veteran like me, I'm going to be sitting pretty because I have a bunch of this banked up. I intentionally haven't been doing everybody to force 30 because I knew this was coming. And I have cap enhancement points. So I'm going to be feeling pretty good. But I know a large amount of the player base is not going to be sitting well because enhancement points are already a struggle. And force materials, if you're not a veteran, you're going to be kind of low on this stuff, right? Now, I think this is going to be similar to where they did the burst update, where they, they're shoving burst at us left and right. I think they are going to give us more of this stuff. They're going to feed it to us a little bit more, but even a veteran player like me, like I'm going to eat through these very quick because I can't just willy-nilly force enhance 50 everybody. Because it might be tempting because like I could just say, yeah, all these LD characters, I'm going to do it. But I'm really still going to think about it and plan because these will run out quick. When I'm doing 4 per character and like a new, so a banner's going to drop, right? You're going to get the 2 new like FRBT characters, and then each banner is going to have 2 more side characters. So we're talking, what, 5 characters, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, no, 6 characters. So like on an event, we could have 6 characters getting force enhanced 50. 6 times 4, that's 24 of these. Like I'm going to eat through these so fast. So even if you have an overabundance of these, I would not just willy-nilly force enhance 50 everybody. Still, you want to pick and choose the characters you're going to use the most. So I just suggest you be wise with that. But it's very exciting. So it's coming soon. Look forward to a full guide on that. All right, next thing. Then we have the Ally Enhancement Support Campaign. They're going to just do Cactuar appearances, Cycle Quest rewards, daily hunts, kind of that stuff there. There are going to be 2 free campaign draws, so one on October 2nd, one on October 6th. Some various bundle sales. I see you, Sparkle Bundle. I see you. I might be hitting that up. Ooh, Enhancement Point Bundle and Force Stone. Yeah. See, they're smart, right? They're like, all right, we're going to make you need a bunch more of these, and then we're going to tempt you with the pack here. So yeah, Force Enhanced Stones and Enhancement Points right there, you guys, if you want them. So that's coming up. Then we have Celsius coming like pretty dang early here. And this once again is making me believe like, man, we got to be going towards a JP Global merger, man. They're just shoving the new characters at us so fast. I feel like we are so freaking ahead of schedule. It isn't even funny. But yeah, Celsius is already coming. Another brand new character, right? So we'll talk more about him later. I will do a poll planning video. I'll talk about his kit a little bit more. There's going to be a token challenge. Lon and Rain's going to be there. And here's what you're going to notice. Force Enhanced level 50. Everybody, and this is good because it tells us who's on the banner. We normally don't get the side banner characters here, so it's nice that we have that now because they've been changing some of the banners on us. So it's nice that now on the community stream slide, because they have to announce everyone that's getting Force Enhanced 50, we now have that clue as to like who the LD only characters are. So we have Lon and Rain, Guy, Shelk, Cloud of Darkness, and Neon. So that will be this banner. So you notice Cloud of Darkness and Neon, those are BT characters that are going to be in LD only slots, and they're getting Force Enhanced 50. And once again, Force Enhanced 50 has a very nice bump for these characters. Okay, and then this is what I'm excited for. Just spoiler alert, I'm very excited for Fujin and actually Zidane. I think this is going to be a really nice set of banners to pull on. But yeah, we got Fujin, Zidane, very hype. And then coming with them, Sid Reigns, Sync, Lion, and Charlotta. So once again, Reigns and Charlotta, BT characters in those LD slots. I think that's going to be kind of a normal thing moving forward. Like, they're going to have BT characters around here. And I think it's because they want to cycle them in to get their Force Enhanced 50s, right? Because that's going to be a big deal for these characters. So there we go. And then this is a new story chapter that we're getting with all that. Final Fantasy Portal app campaign. You do stuff in the app. It helps us get points. I will just give another shout out. I talked about this. I believe it was during a live stream. But some of the people in my chat were talking about how they love Triple Triad. And I'm not sponsored or anything, but I want to say, if you guys like Triple Triad, which is, I believe, in Final Fantasy VIII, and then it's also in Final Fantasy XIV, I was told. Super, super fun card game. I love Triple Triad. The Final Fantasy Portal app is basically Triple Triad, the app. You all definitely, if you like Triple Triad, download this app. Triple Triad is in there as a standalone app, and it is so fun. So definitely check that out if you like that. Then we are getting, this is the campaign draw number 1. So this is going to be Rinoa and Aranea. Now, once again, these are both returning characters, but what's significant, any character that shows up on a banner, Force Enhanced 50. So that's nice. They're getting that, right? First multi-free there. We'll definitely take that. Lost Chapter for Fusia. Fusia and Kieran here getting updates and reworks, FR boards, all that fun stuff. Force Enhanced 50. So who do we got here? We got Fusia and Kieran, and then we're getting Cypher, Kimari, Layla, and King. So this is one that's all onlys in the side slots. But like a character like Layla now, she sounds a little bit spicier, right? I love Layla's kit. And with her making the party steal turns or whatever, it's not that big a deal now with this retain mechanic, right? Like, I'm going to tell you this right now. My Layla LD only, she's getting the Force Enhanced 50, dude. She is so freaking awesome. And normal Force era killed her. I think we're going to get a resurgence for Layla. I think Layla's going to look good here, even LD only. I'm very excited. I'll definitely be showcasing my girl Layla. I love her a lot. Token Challenge, BT Mats. You can see that. Very good. October 6th. Next, we have an Autumn Festival, which is awesome. Anytime we get celebrations, we like that. It means free stuff for us. Triple Psycho Quest rewards, which is good. We got the Carbuncle, the daily quest. Looks like we have a little Autumn Cactuar with a leaf on his head. Very cool. We are getting daily missions with free sparkles up to 2,000. Your boy be eating up those sparkles. Heck yeah, we'll take that. And then additional 2 multis on the campaign draws. Okay, we'll take that. 8 free first multi draws. All right. We're going to be getting the free multis. They're back. Now, this is cool. I don't know if JP ever got this. But they're doing for the first time ever a token exchange for costumes. So this, I'm assuming, just double check. Yeah, it's going to be a paid only feature. But they've never done something like this. So the way that it works is normally you can only buy costumes for currently featured characters. What they're going to do here is they're going to allow you to buy a token, and you can select from a pool of every single costume that's ever been released in the game before this drops. So if there's a costume you've always wanted, you don't want to wait for the character to come back, this is your chance. Depending on how they price this, I might actually hop in on this. Because there are some costumes that I would kind of go back and be like, yeah, I kind of wish I had that costume. Now, my gut feeling is this is going to come with two tokens, right? A normal costume pack, I want to say, is $36.99. So if you bought 2 tokens, it would be like, what, $82? No, $72, something like that. What they're probably going to do is they're going to bundle. I bet this bundle will be like $60. So I bet what they're going to do is they're going to give you 2 costumes and like chop off like a little bit of what it cost you to buy manually. That's my guess on this. I think this is going to be $59.99. We'll see if I'm right. If it's even cheaper than that, that's even a W. But yeah, 2 tokens. Depending on how they price it, I might go in on that. So yeah, it's 1 token per costume. That's awesome. I think that's a cool thing. JP Player, let me know if they ever did this. I don't know that they did. All right, this is another hype banner. Spoiler alert, I'm a huge Cater fan. 6 Warrior Quest Area 8, we're getting the Cater FR Echo. I am so hyped for that. Force Enhanced 50, Cater, Edgar, Galuf. Oh, Galuf is an instant Force level 50, you guys. Lise, Edward, and Zell. Yeah, Galuf is an instant Force level 50 for sure. Galuf is going to be goated here as an LD only character. I'm just going to say that right now. Yeah, very hyped there. 6 Warrior Quest, always a lot of fun. One thing I should say, okay, and I do want to clarify this. So the way this Force Retain works, it calculates based on how many Force Enhanced level 30 to 50 characters, and it's based on the Force Enhanced levels. The one thing I need to say is if you're doing 6 Warrior Quest, they're not going to give it to you for all 6 characters. When you exit Force Time, whatever your 3 active characters are on, the retain is going to be based on that. So you could do something kind of sneaky where like, in the 6 Warrior Quest, during your Force Time, you might be using Force level 30 characters. Then right before it ends, my assumption is you could bring Force 50s off the bench and retain off of those, which I think could be really nice. JP Player can let me know if I'm wrong on that, but I think that's how that would work. So that's a nice little sneaky strat you can do there with the new Force mechanic. Then, all right, we're getting to the end. Of course, they got to give us some question mark stuff. Actually, this is the last slide. So to end the question mark stuff, I think I've got some answers here. We are getting on the 16th and intersecting wills. I don't know why they don't just tell us. Like, they know that we're going to know what these are, right? So the next intersecting wills in line is Kadaj, and I think Kadaj is pretty hype. A lot of people are excited. This would be Kadaj in a General Leo rerun. And then our next World of Illusion Spiritus is going to be Alexander. This is going to be Deuce and Vivi. And I'm excited for Deuce. I thought Deuce was looking really nice with her rework. So yeah, a lot of hype stuff coming this month. Now, the big thing we got to talk about, and I didn't watch the community stream, but other people in my Discord have notified me. Apparently, Joshua said they're going to do a special, I think it's going to be a Twitter announcement, on the 28th. So literally a week away, 7 days from today. A special announcement, and from what people that saw it told me, Josh was kind of excited. Kind of had that glitter in his eye. He had that sparkle going. And he flat out said it's going to be something good. So a couple of things come to mind here. One is, could be announcing maybe a really hype global JP, like we're going to merge the games together. I think that would be super hype. Another thing could be global first. And I will point out that we have had a global first in August before. That was VVLD. And remember, he got that really ridiculous Halloween costume. So a global first Echo definitely could be into the discussion. And I think the hype thing that a lot of people would want is maybe the first ever global JP joint celebration. Maybe Clive from 16. I know we've had this discussion before. That would probably be like one of my all-time hypest would be, dude, let's get, it's time, right? Final Fantasy 16's been out long enough. It is time. I want to see my boy Clive, because the sooner we get Clive, we can get Jill, we can get my boy Gav, we can get Dion, we can get all of the hypeness, dude. 16 has so many awesome characters we have to get in this game. And I think 16 is so popular, there's such a huge love for that game. I think 16 is going to bring people to DFFOO and help the game thrive. So my number one pick of what I would want, not necessarily what I think is most likely, but the number one pick of what I want is something FF16 coming. Maybe a joint JP Global Celebration would be super hype. So anyways, guys, let me know what y'all think of this. A lot of insanity. Let me know what you guys are interested in. I'm going to try to do a poll plan video. It's going to take me a while, but we'll see. So thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.